Hey everyone, we are live. I am excited. I am here with two girlfriends. Actually, one girlfriend and one daughter. That's only fair, right? So y'all know Brittany. Brittany has been helping, is helping on our Keto Green communities and in our Quick Start Challenge. And I want to introduce you to Chef Courtney Contos, coming to us here from Miami. So happy to have her here with her pooch. Courtney, who's this pooch?
This is Lucchini. He hangs out right here in this basket while I cook. So he'll be right there the whole time.
Oh, perfect. Good. And today you're making our day 3 on our Keto Green 16 Quick Start Challenge. You are making our beef tacos, but you're doing a Korean twist and using jicama shell as well as the Korean broccoli slaw. So I'm going to give you the stage in case everyone recognizes Brittany is in my office. And I am in Texas. My daughter, youngest daughter, is here at the rodeo. She is, I don't know if you can see her out there. You can't see her out there, but she is trying some other horses to compete with. There's a lot of kids are here to watch her. And so we're going to give Courtney the stage, and I want you guys to shout out, let us know where you're from, and what your favorite Keto Green 16 recipe is. I want to hear that. And we are giving away at the end a 30-minute coaching call, cooking class, whatever you need with Chef Courtney Contos with us here from Miami. So I'm going to have Courtney just tell a little bit about her story. And as you guys come on, don't forget to tell us where you're watching from. I am right here now in East Texas, in Marshall, Texas, at the Martha Josie Ranch, and where where Ava Marie is barrel racing. And excited to be here with all of you guys. And so let us know where you're from. Your favorite Keto Green 16 recipe from my book, Keto Green 16, and check out Courtney Contos's twist on this great recipe. So Courtney, I would love for you to share your story.
Wonderful, thank you. I will. And I think that I have the page number here that I'm kind of doing a twist on is 223. It's the beef and cruciferous tacos straight out of the book. So doing a little twist on that. Love the recipes in the book, by the way. Having a great time playing with them myself. And so I'm going to be making these tacos. I'm going to answer questions. I owned a cooking school for 8 years in Vermont, and I used to say, make yourself at home, everyone relax. And now it's funny saying that on a live because we're already at home. So, but still, make yourself at home, ask questions. I am a chef instructor and certified functional medicine health coach. I've been teaching cooking for about 15 years, and I guess what brings me and Dr. Quebeca together is my triumphant story with rheumatoid arthritis. I was told for 12 years that I will be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life if I didn't take the long list of pharmaceuticals for the rheumatoid arthritis. And it was a long 12 years. I know a lot of people know what it's like to be in pain, to struggle, to have chronic fatigue. My husband used to carry me. I couldn't walk for a long time. And, we'll keep it short and sweet. You can definitely learn more on my website, the longer version. But rheumatoid arthritis is really, I'm going to add garlic, and I'm going to just kind of tell the story and cook at the same time. So this is a pan with onions, and I'm going to use, I'm using SCT oil, short chain triglycerides from Happy Healthy. These guys are awesome. If you haven't checked them out yet, you can get yourself some of this oil. It's like ghee and clarified butter. It's just nice. It's shelf stable. It's pretty neutral in flavor. And I'll talk about the pan in a minute, but I'll add some garlic. This garlic press I love. These are made in Germany. You don't have to peel the garlic. It's really nice. You can just put it directly right here in the pan. You don't have to peel the garlic. And then it opens up just like this, and I can get rid of the peel. I love sharing tips like this because sometimes little kitchen tasks like weigh us down. And by having these little shortcuts, it gets us more excited to cook. And that's what we want to be doing. We want to be cooking, eating well, And that's what I'm here to help you do, is spread inspiration, culinary enthusiasm, right? So back to the story. While those are cooking, I'll just add some pasture-raised, beautiful beef from a farm in California that I order it from. That is Bel Campo Farm. I really like their beef and poultry. So I'll get that cooking. But what happened was, I own this cooking school in Vermont. I was on the cover of Food and Wine magazine for best cooking school in the world, working hard, and nobody knew what was happening behind the scenes, which was chronic pain. Like, I would teach a cooking class and then I would immediately sit down in a chair, which is actually why there's a chair in my kitchen here. You can see it's still like habit to have a kitchen chair in the kitchen, because I'm so used to just sitting down while I cook. But now I don't have to do that anymore. But for all those years, I was struggling and nobody really knew, because I was embarrassed, which in some weird way, which I've talked to a lot of people about. You know, you don't have to be embarrassed. You know, I was, but it's something that I think people go through when they have a chronic disease, is this just shame thing. And so class would end, I'd sit down, my staff would clean up, and then I would have to go home and like rest and get ready for the next day of teaching. That was my life for 8 years, until I found functional medicine. I had kind of a spiritual awakening. I realized that my grocery bag had a lot to do with my health, and I thought I was eating healthy. As a chef, you know, I bought all organic and this, and I was really into health, but it just wasn't my code. I hadn't cracked my code. So I got rid of certain things in my diet that were triggering inflammation. I did the advanced functional lab testing, and I was able to get my body back into balance. And I proved all those doctors wrong, because now when you run my lab work, there is zero rheumatoid arthritis, zero. It just doesn't even exist in my lab work anymore. So I'm going to just talk quickly about spices. This is kind of fun. We're like going back and forth from spices to my story. But here's what I want to do. I want to encourage you at home, when you're cooking, to make your own spice blend. Okay? Do we have any questions so far? Everybody there? Okay, good. I'm here.
Oh, we are all here. We're watching and learning. I love the garlic tip. Good. Love your tips, and bravo for not giving up, right? That is the story of our communities here in Keto-Green community. Women who do not give up, that are looking, okay, what's our next right step? What are we going to take from, you know, even like thinking, what are we going to take from today's lesson? If we just take that garlic press tip, you know, hey, that's huge. But, or just, okay, I'm going to get my next right step. And, you know, having fun in the kitchen, using spices and doing things so that we recognize food as medicine. Oh, muting myself again here in East Texas. I'm at for those just joining us, I am at a barrel racing clinic for my youngest daughter at the Josie Ranch. Here I go.
So cute. That's got to be a lot of fun. Horses are such beautiful, gentle, loving, kind animals. I love horses. So I was going to share with you about spice blends. We're going to be together just for a total of 30 minutes today. I could talk about spices easily for 3 hours. So there's no one here to cut me off. I'm going to have to cut myself off. But let's just keep it short. And I want to encourage you, maybe today or tomorrow, to make your own spice blends. You probably have everything at home you need. I'm going to make one right now. I have cumin seed, organic cumin seed, really good for us. I'm sure we can all learn more about cumin. There's lots of benefits. I'm going to add some turmeric. This is powdered organic turmeric. Now, I have some fun ingredients that could be harder to find, because, you know, it's what I do for a living. So I have smoked chili flakes. Smoked chili flakes. Okay, I'm going to just hold this up, because you might be able to find these somewhere online. Smoked chili flakes. I get these out of a company in New York, but you'll find them. Garlic powder, organic garlic powder. We're making a spice blend, and I just want to show you how fast this can be done and how much flavor it can add to a simple weeknight meal. Aleppo chilies. You can find these pretty common these days. They're a nice, beautiful chili. I'm going to add some paprika. Now, I get a lot of my spices from Le Boite Spice Company in New York City. Le Boite, LA-BOITE. And Épices de Cru in Montreal. They ship to the United States, free shipping on $35 orders, and they have the most beautiful spices. It's a family-owned business. Like I said, I could talk about spices a long time. So far, we've got garlic powder, cumin, smoked chili flakes, turmeric, paprika, and I'm gonna add salt. Not just any salt. I do like to change up my salts because all these little things, when you change up your salts, you're changing the mineral content, right? So good sea salt has a lot of minerals in it, and they all have different like recipes of how many minerals and what the balance is. So I always want to have variety in my diet, and that means even in my spices and salt. So I like to change salts regularly or just have a whole bunch so that I'm not using the same one over and over, because having a varied and diverse diet will help your microbiome. So I'm going to use a little bit of Ben Jacobson's garlic salt. He's a sweetheart. He's out there in Oregon, in Netards Bay. He's hand harvesting his own salt. So this is beautiful. Like in 2 seconds here, we have this nice, amazing homemade blend. I'm going to add some to the beef. We'll use the same blend throughout the day. This will last for about 3 months once you have it all mixed up. Whole spices last longer than ground spices. I'm afraid to even tell you how long because I know the reaction I get from people when I say whole spices maybe a year, ground spices maybe 6 months. But here's the thing: if your spices smell like an old shag rug, you need to like get in there. Does it get you excited to cook? Does it smell good? If it doesn't and smells like some old shag rug, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it and get a new bottle. So smell them before you just dust them off. I'm going to add some tomatoes, just a little bit. You can use diced tomatoes. Here in Miami, we don't have the best tomatoes. So I have these shipped to my house from Thrive Market, just those jovial, nice tomatoes. They're in a glass jar. I'm really particular about the glass jar with tomatoes. I might just be particular about everything in the kitchen, and that's fine. I guess I get excited and want the best. So this is cooking up. This is the base for our tacos. And I want to keep adding some other things here. I'm going to look at my recipe. We're going to add cauliflower rice. So straight out of the freezer. Here's another tip. I'll see if I can show you something. When I get home from the grocery store or get a delivery, I take all my frozen vegetables and berries and I put them in glass jars. So my whole freezer is all glass jars. I want to get rid of that plastic right away. Why is that important to me? Because I have seen my lab work with high levels of plastic. And when you run those advanced testing, you can see that and you just try really hard to do what you can to get rid of plastic. So cauliflower rice going right.
Quick question, Courtney. What is, hey, Courtney, quick question. What is, when you are using the glass containers, where do you worry about them freezing like breaking or cracking? Is there a specific kind of glass container you're using?
These won't do that to you. That's a great question. So will the glass break? No, because one, I'm not putting hot liquid. That's
Okay.
No, it won't break on you. The only thing that would cause it to break would be like hot liquid and then straight into the freezer and maybe having the lid too tight. But everything goes in just straight out of the bag and then in here. And the jars that I'm using, did I warn you I might be a little bit of a kitchen snob? Okay, so these are made in Germany and the company is called WEC, W-E-C-K, W-E-C-K, WEC. You can order them online. They're out there. I used to sell them at my kitchen store. We would joke that if you opened my underwear drawer, all my underwear would be in WEC jars. That's how much I love them. So plenty of WEC jars in this house, and you can find them online, W-E-C-K. They have 3 different types of lids, which is nice. You can do a cork top, a wooden lid, or the glass lid. They're traditionally German canning jars. Okay, so this looks good. This is the base.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Looking over my list. Okay, everything is ready for the beef. It's cooking on low. And by the way, the pan that I'm using, you may never have seen a pan like this. This is called a Turk pan, T-U-R-K. They're made in Germany. And what's great about them is they're iron. So they're an iron pan, but it's not cast iron. Cast iron is a heavy, heavy pan that goes through the process of casting. The pan I'm using, the Turk pan, T-U-R-K, is forged. So it's pounded out, so it's really nice and thin. Okay, moving along.
Okay, does anyone else feel like they're going to be spending a lot of money? I know. Like I'm like, okay, I'm stocking up. Write that in the show notes, Brittany. So we've got the weck jars, that's in the show notes, and the pan, forged, stamped, forged iron, whatever. Whatever that is, I already forgot. So we got to write that down. What was that again?
Turk, T-U-R-K, Turk pan.
Turk pan. And I am a little distracted for those just show you where I'm at here in Texas at the Martha Josie Ranch. Ava Marie is out there on a horse over there. She'll be racing it in the barrels, and she's checking out this horse. You can see her in the divine light in our backlighting right there. But anyway, horse behind me too. So share that with you. Back to our celebrity chef, Courtney Contos. Here we go.
So now I want to make a little bit of a mash, like an avocado mash to go at the bottom of our taco. And I just have some avocado in the bowl, just some diced avocado. And I'm going to add lime juice, jalapeno, just a little lime juice to get it brighten up. I'm going to add jalapeno, and this is a grater that I really like. The company is called Microplane. You're probably familiar with them because you might have a plastic handled version that you use for like nutmeg and zesting. That's really fine. So this is their medium ribbon. Let's see that. It's their medium ribbon Microplane Professional. It's on my website. And this is the jalapeno. So I'm just going to grate. I like it spicy, so I'm going to add a good amount of jalapeno, but I just grate it right onto the bowl. And that's it. Like, you see that? You just grate it right in. I don't have to worry about chopping it. We'll use the grater again, maybe for some ginger in our slaw. So remember that spice blend that we made, that delicious garlic spice blend? I'll add some of that. And this is done. I'm going to mash it up. It's just a nice little base for us for the taco. Of course, you could do taco slices. I know everyone gets busy, and yeah, that's fine. You could just do a slice of avocado for your taco. You don't have to do this mash. I'm really just mashing it because I'm going to like the consistency. It's almost going to act like, I don't know, like sour cream or melted cheese. It's going to give it this like fatty richness that I am going to love. So this is done. We have that seasoning. I can smell those chili flakes and then the lime and the jalapeno. So I'll set this aside. You can see that's really simple. And we'll make a little coleslaw. And this is where the Asian component is going to come in. We'll get a little Korean buzz going into this slaw, and you won't believe how well it pairs with the beef. Now, how's this beef doing? It looks like it's perfect. I love the cauliflower rice in the beef. And of course, you can add broccoli stems, grated Brussels sprouts. You can use this same grater to grate Brussels sprouts to get it really fine. Or you can use your food processor. So into the slaw, I have here phytonutrients, right? We need those phytonutrients. We need to eat the rainbow. So we've got purple cabbage, Napa cabbage. Is this Napa or Savoy? This is Savoy cabbage. So really delicate, really tender, not your typical Irish cabbage. And then I have broccoli stems. So this is great. We have those components. I'll add some scallions. I love scallions. My little Lucchini behind here. You guys see him? Can you not eat the basket? Silly. Tiny little dachshund. I've only had him 4 months now. So we're going to make this slaw taste like addictive. That's the goal here. Doing it really quickly and without a lot of effort. So sesame seeds. Adding some sesame seeds, that same beautiful spice that we made with the garlic, the cumin, a little turmeric, paprika, Aleppo chilies, and then what else am I going to add? MCT oil, absolutely. Add some MCT oil and apple cider vinegar. I'm going to use this with some lime juice, and that'll help give it just like a little more unique, memorable flavor than just using cider vinegar. So lime juice, fresh squeezed lime juice. I love these squeezers. In the old days, people in my cooking school used to put the lime cut side up. I think now everyone knows that the lime goes cut side down and that you turn it actually inside out with the squeezer. Those were the days. Okay, what else goes in my slaw? I'm gonna add, let me get this, a chipotle pepper. Chipotle, what's a chipotle? Let's see, who knows what a chipotle is out there? I'd love someone to answer this. What is a chipotle? So good. Anyone gonna answer what a chipotle is? I'll give it a second. I'm gonna chop this up really fine. We'll fold it into the slaw. And this is going to be a spicy, almost sweet element. So I don't know if you guys are answering out there, but I've given you enough time, so either you know or you don't.
We got one that says, Cindy says it's a pepper.
Yes, it's a pepper. Does Cindy know what has happened to the pepper? Like what did they do to the pepper? Any idea?
I'm personally guessing it's smoked.
Yes.
Oh, Mariana said it's a roasted type of chili.
Yes. So it's a jalapeno. We've got it all coming together here as one. It's a jalapeno that has been smoked, and then they put it in what's called adobo sauce, which is a vinegary, delicious tomato sauce. So that's it. And generally you buy them in a can. I make almost everything at home, ketchup, mustard, but I don't make those. You buy them just in a little can. Chipotles, they're jalapenos that have been smoked and they're preserved in a delicious vinegary tomato sauce. And of course, in my house, they're in a wet jar.
Wow.
That sauce that they're floating in is really nice to add to soups, to bone broth, to an omelet. I love that vinegary, spicy sauce. So we're coming along here. I'll add a little bit of sesame oil, just a splash. And our last ingredient, where is it? Coconut aminos. So we'll put this in. So I'm going to stir this up, and then we can assemble maybe a taco or two, and we'll talk about different shell ideas that I do at home. So it's been 2 years that I'm completely, back to my story, now that I'm just stirring this, that I've completely reversed rheumatoid arthritis. And I had to have my foot rebuilt, which it wouldn't be my story without sharing that. So I had a huge surgery last January 2019, where I had 7 midfoot fusions because the rheumatoid arthritis had eaten away my foot. And I had to have it rebuilt, thankfully by the best surgeon in New York City, who I just adore. He's Irish. My mom would have been proud, a nice Irishman. And now I walk pain-free for the first time in 12 years. Well, I've been walking since last June. And now it's amazing. I wake up, I go on long walks. I don't have any of that pain. And I had to close my cooking school so that I could start a health coaching business to help people that are suffering with these kind of symptoms, whether it be RA or just people needing that motivation to move forward. And that's what I do now full time. Is I still teach cooking in this sense. I have some online classes that I do, but I really working with my clients in helping them change their life, because it takes a community, and that's what's so beautiful about this right here with all of us. I'm gonna add some garlic to this too. It takes a community. We change. There's more forward motion in a community, and I just love that people are part of a community because they're supported. And you just want to be supported because there's all kinds of people in your life that might question what's happening. You may get discouraged at time, and you want to know that there's a group of people that have your back, and that's what you guys have here on this Facebook page. It's just beautiful. And YouTube. So I'm going to assemble a couple tacos. So jicama is something that we use a lot as tortillas at home. Where's my jicama? I'll show you. Now, jicama, you should be able to find these. I'm pretty sure jicama is a prebiotic, which is awesome. We need those prebiotics. Other prebiotics are Jerusalem artichokes, onions, garlic, leeks. Anyone help me out? There's a huge list. So jicama, you can slice this really thin and get these little shells. And it's delicious. It's crunchy, and it's got a great flavor. So I'm going to assemble a taco here. have to taste the beef. You know, part of being a chef, you always have to taste as you go. Wow. Add some more seasoning. And maybe just a little more. I want it to really pop. And I love what spices do for your body. There's so many benefits to spices. Like I said, I can talk about spices a long time. All right, so now I'm going to assemble a taco, and I'll show you some other shell ideas too. So I'll just put some of that mash down first, that beautiful avocado mash. And I'm also going to use, for a taco shell, I think I'm going to do 3 different kinds. What about radicchio? So when I'm always thinking about eating the rainbow and helping my clients get more colors into their diet, and purple is a harder color to get in. So I love when I see a beautiful radicchio in the store, I will always purchase it. And that's, you guys probably know what that is, radicchio. Radicchio is bitter. It's a little side note, when you're cooking bitter vegetables, dandelion greens, kale, collards, Brussels sprouts, and arugula and radicchio, acid cuts bitterness. Acid cuts bitterness. Just remember that. So you always need some kind of acid to help soften that bitterness. So many people would come to my Thanksgiving class and say, oh, I hate Brussels sprouts. I'm not going to eat those. But when I add Dijon mustard and bacon fat to them, Dijon mustard being the acid, they eat those Brussels sprouts like candy. So then I have some more of that beautiful cabbage. This is my favorite type of cabbage for taco shells because it's really tender. You can see it. Nice Napa cabbage. Beautiful Napa cabbage. And we'll make a couple of those also. So we're going to have like this gorgeous plate of assorted tacos, assorted flavors. And we'll put this all together. And I'm going to miss you guys when I eat this, because at my cooking school, what happened is everyone would eat all the food. And that was great. That was part of what they were supposed to do. But now in these virtual classes, I feel like I paid dues or something, and now I get to eat all the food. But I do miss, I miss the company.
Oh, we totally want to be eating with you, Chef Courtney. Let me tell you, we do want to be eating with you. So, for sure. I know, that looks amazing. What a great twist. And we're getting so many comments in here. I want everyone who was watching to just give a big thank you to Chef Courtney and for giving us these tips, and also share this video. Share this with your friends. Your friends will thank you for it. And then, Brittany, we're ready to give away a 30-minute coaching class. So if you guys have commented with where you're from, and also if you have Keto-Green 16, what your favorite Keto-Green 16 recipe is. We are doing day 3 of Keto-Green 16 right now. If you guys do not have the book, please go in the notes here in the Facebook description and get your copy of Keto-Green 16 right now. And I see a lot of people that are part of our Keto-Green 16 challenge in our community. Ooh, hold on one second. Let me remove us and get you like that beautiful, look at how beautiful that looks. And then we'll bring Brittany on to give away a 30-minute coach. That looks amazing. That looks great. That looks great. That looks beautiful. I love it. Thank you.
So quickly. So I know everyone's busy, but you can make this recipe quick on a weeknight.
You did it very quickly. Very, very quickly. That was beautiful. All right, Brittany, you ready to give away a coaching call?
I sure am. All right, let me get switched over.
Sorry, guys, I'm having trouble. I'm out here at the barn, for those of you just coming on, watching Ava Marie, and she's trying out some horses here. She's been barrel racing on their Chef Courtney and her pup. And we just did the day 3 recipe in Keto-Green 16. Brittany, you ready to share your screen and give away a coaching call?
I am.
All right.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm excited. This will be for a 30-minute coaching call or a cooking class here in my kitchen with.
All right, here we go. Who's the lucky winner? Stella.
And the winner is Stella, Venezuela. Awesome.
Oh, how exciting. Congratulations, Stella.
Yes.
Can't wait to cook.
Congratulations.
So Stella,
All right.
Message me or Dr. Anna's page, and we will get you set up.
That's great. And then today we have a coaching package special for the Keto-Green family, which is normally 6 coaching sessions for $680, and today it's $100. Not today, but for you all, when you mention Keto-Green on my website and click apply, you get $130 off, because I love and I believe in you guys so much. I'm rooting for you. Woo!
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and we'll put in notes. Brittany will add that notes, and also again the link to your website is there in the comments, and we'll add that again. I want to again thank you, Chef Courtney, for being with us, and thank you to all of you: Sharon, Cindy, Connie, Marina, Jean, Cheryl, Lynn, Kelly, Vicky, Tina. Oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. Thank you so much for all being here and participating, having fun with us. And keep up the good work, Keto-Green 16. I've been watching the fun happening in our challenge group and am so proud of everyone. Keep up with it and look forward to hearing more of your results. Play with the recipes, keep sharing, and keep sharing your pictures. Oops, let me move out of the horse's way right there. All right, I'll see you guys. Back to business. Take care, everyone.
Bye. Thanks, Courtney.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.